So you're thinking about moving to Lake Norman, North Carolina.
Yes, you want to know the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, so you don't get caught off guard before you make that move.
Today we're giving you the brutal truth about living around Lake Norman, what we love, what surprises us, and what our relocation clients wish they had known before they bought.
And make sure to stick with us because we're going to tell you something about Lake Norman addresses that almost every buyer finds out just a little bit too late after they sign the contract. Now, if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything about living in Charlotte, North Carolina and the surrounding suburbs, hit subscribe so you are the first to know when we drop new content every week.
So we are Duane Clark and Hope Brown. We moved to Charlotte about 6 years ago, and we created this content because we just knew that there are people out there like you who wish they had an opportunity to have this kind of information. This is the kind of real, honest information that helps you make the right decision before you commit.
Now, we genuinely love helping people navigate the process, and we love sharing what we have learned so your transition to Charlotte is as smooth as possible.
All right, Hope. Let's jump right in.
Let's go.
So before we get into the pros and cons, let's put some numbers on the table. Because you are coming from New York, New Jersey, or California, this is the context that changes everything.
The median house price in northern New Jersey is right about $600,000. So for that money, you are getting a smaller home, an older home on a fraction of a lot size, and likely a property tax bill that would make your eyes water.
It used to be a lot of money back in the day.
Sure was, right?
So at $500,000 in Huntersville, North Carolina, you're looking around 2,500 to 3,000 square feet, 2-car garage, a yard, a community with resort-style amenities. Let's see, a mortgage payment that may actually be lower than what you're paying right now. So I think you'll find that it's going to be a real surprise.
And listen, you're not downsizing. You are not compromising. You are upgrading for less money. That is the Lake Norman value proposition in one sentence.
Yep.
And once you understand that, everything else we tell you is going to make a whole lot more sense. So before we get into the pros and cons, let's answer that obvious question.
Yes.
Right? Why is everyone moving here? Because over the past several years, Lake Norman has become one of the most desirable places to live outside of Charlotte. And you have the beautiful scenery, you got outdoor recreation, almost all year round. And you have excellent dining, golf, boating, walking trails, all within commuting distance of Charlotte. That combination is hard to find. But here's the most important thing to understand. Before you start your search, most people think Lake Norman is one community. And it's not, right? You are really choosing between 4 towns, each with its own personality, its own price point, and its own lifestyle.
So think of the lake as a common thread, right? So every town around it offers a completely different experience. This is not one best town. There is only one that is best for you.
But here is something that most people do not realize.
When someone tells us, I want to move to Lake Norman, our next question always is, which town?
Which one? Now let's give you a quick snapshot of each one, then we'll get into the pros and cons. Huntersville is an everyday hub. It's closest to Charlotte, widest variety of homes. Birkdale Village gives you walkable retail and dining without driving into the city. From the financial grade perspective, 7.1% average annual appreciation over the last 5 years. And you get new construction selling under $525,000. And that's in under 14 days in most points. It is the strongest investment case in the corridor.
Cornelius is where you go if the lake style is non-negotiable. Marinas, waterfront dining, sunset views. This is what people picture when they think of Lake Norman. Financially, you're paying a premium for proximity to water. Inventory is limited. When desired homes hit the market, they move fast. So you gotta keep on moving.
Yeah, gotta get on it. Now, Davidson is completely different from the 3 others, right? So you have walkable downtown, your locally owned restaurants, you have farmers market, community events. If you're coming from a walkable urban environment and you cannot give that type of stuff up, Davidson will feel like you're coming home. All right, you're financially, the highest price point is around $655,000 to about $765K. And we have an appreciation of about 1.1%. You are buying lifestyle, not an investment property.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. Mooresville. So Mooresville is where your money goes first. Most affordable entry point is around $425,000. It has the largest lots, most square footage for the money, and here is a detail most buyers miss. Mooresville is in Mooresville City Schools, a completely separate district from CMS that consistently outperforms Charlotte-Mecklenburg averages. If schools matter and budget matters, Mooresville answers both questions simultaneously.
Sounds great. Okay. Now that you know about the four towns, let's get into what you actually came here for.
That's right. 4 pros, 4 cons, starting with the good news.
Yes, let's start with
I got the good news, girl.
pro number 1, lake lifestyle without the big city prices. At $500,000 in Huntersville, you're looking at about 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. A 2-car garage and a resort style amenities. If you're coming from New York, New Jersey, California, you're not downsizing, you are upgrading for less money.
So pro number 2, 4 distinct communities mean something for everyone. Whether you want walkability, waterfront, value, or convenience, very few markets give buyers this many lifestyle options at this price point, this close to a major city.
Now, pro number 3, outdoor recreation almost all year round. We got the boating, the paddleboarding, the fishing, the parks, the waterfront, dining, golfing, community festivals, oh my, right? Our relocation clients tell us all the time, they did not realize how much they would actually use it until they actually moved here.
I know that feeling. I got 4 pools, and I didn't know what it was like until I actually.
I know.
Pro number 4, strong long-term demand. Huntersville has, on average, 7.1% annual appreciation over 5 years, limited waterfront inventory, and consistent buyer demand, which means this area has remained desirable year after year. That is not an accident. That is market signal.
All right, now the cons. We're going to be completely honest with you. Con number 1, I-77 rush hour. Okay, real numbers, not builders numbers. Huntersville is about minutes off peak, but it's 40 to 45 minutes during rush hour. Cornelius is 25 minutes off peak, 45 minutes during rush hour. Davidson is 28 minutes off peak, 50 minutes during rush hour. And Mooresville is 35 minutes off peak, 55 to 60 during rush hour. The express lanes help, all right? But factor that toll into your monthly budget. It's not free.
My folks from the larger cities won't mind too much.
No.
But you know what? It's not the largest city. This is great traffic, in my opinion. So con number 2, the waterfront premium is real. True waterfront homes start at around $800,000 and climb well past $2.5 million. For most buyers, lake-adjacent living, starting at $425,000 in Mooresville gives you the lake normal lifestyle without the waterfront price tag. Know what you are actually needing before you fall in love with a Zillow listing, please, okay? Yeah, you get down here like, okay, where is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Con number 3, school district confusion. Okay, Huntersville, Cornelius, and Davidson are in the CMS, also known as Charlotte-Mecklenburg system. Mooresville is in a completely separate district. And here's what most buyers miss. Your specific school assignment depends on your exact address, okay? Not just your town. 2 homes on the same street, right, can be in 2 different school zones. Before you make an offer, ask us to pull the school assignments for that specific address. It takes 5 minutes, and it matters a lot.
Absolutely. And con number 4, this is the one we told you about at the beginning. You remember? The one that almost every buyer finds out too late, after they have already signed the contract.
Just because a home has a Lake Norman address does not mean it has lake access. I know it seems like it should all go together, but
No.
it doesn't.
A home can be 5 minutes away from the lake and still not include a community boat ramp, boat slips, or any direct lake access whatsoever. So every neighborhood is completely different. Some communities have private marinas, some have kayak lounges, some have walking trails along the water. Others may only be short drive from public access. So you gotta check before you wreck yourself.
Oh my goodness. I heard that in a minute. We've heard stories from buyers who closed on a home with Lake Norman address. Moved in and then they realized they had to drive 20 minutes to find the public boat launch. After closing day, after the contract was signed, after the moving truck has left.
That part.
Yes.
That is not a small detail. If part of the reason you are moving to Lake Norman is the water, well, you're going to end up in a neighborhood with no lake access. By then, you have already paid Lake Norman prices for a home that does not deliver the Lake Norman lifestyle.
Now, before you fall in love with any neighborhood, ask your agent what lake access is included. We know which communities have it, which ones do not, before you even make an offer, right? That is what independent buyer representation actually means.
That's right.
So, after everything we've covered, there is not one right answer. There's only one that's right for you.
Choose Huntersville if you want convenience, the strongest investment trajectory at 7.1% annual appreciation, and access to everything without paying waterfront prices.
All right. Choose Cornelius. Now, if you want the lake lifestyle, is a non-negotiable for you. You want boating, marinas, waterfront dining, and sunset views are part of your daily routine. That's so amazing.
Something sweet. Am I sure I'm living in the right place?
I know.
Choose Davidson if walkability and small town community feel matter more than square footage, and your budget supports around $655,000 and above.
Choose Mooresville if you want the most house for your money, starting at around $425,000. And the strongest school district in the corridor, and you work remotely or commute occasionally. Now, one thing we've learned after helping so many families relocate, people rarely regret moving to Lake Norman, all right? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
What they sometimes regret is choosing the wrong town because they did not understand the differences before they bought.
That is exactly why we created this video. Not to convince you to move here, which would be nice,
Yes.
but to help you make the most informed decision possible. Because moving is a big deal, and where you choose to live affects your daily life well after closing.
That's correct. Now, if this is the first time on our channel and you want to know everything about living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the surrounding suburbs, hit subscribe so you are the first to know when we drop a new video every week.
Again, we are Duane and Hope. We moved to Charlotte 6 years ago, and we're here to serve. So whether your move is 9 days away or 90 days away, we would love to help. All of our contact information is in the description below. Book a free consultation. Let's talk through which Lake Norman community is the right fit for your timeline, budget, and lifestyle.
Yes.
Till next time, stay blessed.
Have an amazing day. Bye.